I used to babysit a lot of kids in my community, so one night I was babysitting a 4-year-old since his parents went out and wasn't gonna be back home until morning. It was like 9 o'clock p.m. and Jimmy was already sleeping, so I decided to stay in the living room and watch a movie. I sent my best friend a photo from Snapchat, but little didn't I knew someone was behind me. Best friend. Who's that man behind you? Me. What man? I looked behind me but I didn't saw anyone. I thought she was trying to prank me, so I took another one and sent my other best friend, and she was like, best friend, I think there's someone behind you. Didn't you said the kid parents was out? I said yes. I freaked out because last time I checked I was the only one in the house except Jimmy. When I turned around there's no one behind me, so I checked all the doors in the house to see if anyone had left the open or didn't locked properly. The front door wasn't closed, so I locked it and went upstairs to check on Jimmy. He was still asleep. As I came back downstairs I heard a noise coming from the basement, so I opened the basement door, turned on the switch when suddenly I saw someone ran across me, but I wasn't that easily scared, so I turned around and went to the kitchen for a bread knife. Then I went right down the basement and saw a man in a black coat standing in the corner. Me. Hello, can I help you? Sir. He kept silent, so I shouted, I'm gonna call the cops right now. He lifted his head and started walking towards me. As I slowly walked backward the man started speeding up, so I ran. Silly me, tripped myself over one of the stairs. He then grabbed my right leg and pulled me right back down the stairs. I spined myself around and started killing him, but he ended up grabbing my other leg, but I didn't give up, so I started swinging the knife as if I was gonna harm him. The man shouted at me and called me the B word after I stabbed him, and at that moment I gotten a chance to stand back up on my feet. I swagged the knife left, right while walking up the stairs back way. Him. Be careful, young one. You weren't my first and definitely won't be my last. I didn't know what to do or say, but all I knew is that I wasn't gonna make him hurt me or the child. He came after me, grabbed my throat and started choking me. I kick him in his balls, then sink my teeth in his neck, then rip it out. The moment he dropped on the floor I ran straight upstairs to woke Jimmy up. I told Jimmy to climb out the window before the man killed us. Jimmy looked so scared and worried for me, then suddenly the man started shaking the doorknob. I whispered to Jimmy to move quiet, and as I was about to made it through the window him kicked down the door. I made it through out the window and shut it before he could grab me. The police finally made it to the house. I guessed someone heard or saw us and called them. Cut long story short, apparently the guy name was Billy Johnson. He's a babysitter serial killer and I was gonna be the 28th victim. Copyright Anastasia Smith.